There is something so powerful and beautiful about the strike of a lightning bolt. As it sizzles and cracks through the sky, it leaves both fear and fascination in the human mind. But I believe there's another source of light that may not be as exciting as a lightning bolt, but I believe it's the true definition of beauty, the light bulb. Now, on tonight's edition of Sealz the Man, we're going to have another talk piece, another think piece, and I will describe in such an unusual but Sealz the Man branded way and how to become the most beautiful version of yourself. And I'm going to tell you in a way that you were never told before. I guarantee it. I'm going to explain all that later in the video, because I'm sure you got questions right now like, what are you talking about, Sealz? But I'm going to get to it. But before I start, you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe, follow me, like, and tell me what you think in this wild mind of Sealz the Man. Alright, so let's get started. As we all know, attraction is heavily reliant on beauty. But there's no standard beauty. Each one of us have our own definition of what beauty is. Because each of us are totally unique from the other, my definition of beauty may be totally different from the person next to me. And that's fine. But what I'm going to tell you tonight, I feel like can span the whole population. And everyone will understand me. And why you should be a light bulb instead of a lightning strike. As I described in the beginning of this video, the lightning bolt is so intimidating, powerful, but graceful, and sometimes peaceful. But I feel like we sleep on the light bulb more than we should. And when I became the light bulb instead of the flashy and grand lightning bolt, that is when I became my most confident in myself and my most confident in my beauty, in my attraction. Like I walk around like I'm Superman because I became a light bulb. You see, the difference between being a light bulb and a lightning bolt is that a light bulb has a constant source. I have a constant source within me that showcases my ability, showcases my beauty, showcases my attraction, my spirit, my personality, the Sealz you know today. It showcases who I am. And like a light bulb, it is constantly on, and it can be on for hours and even days because it has a source. And my source is my God, my faith, my foundation that my grandmother and my mother and my grandfather and my uncles built for me. My love for life, my love to see people happy, my love to help people. Like a light bulb, I will continually go on for days and weeks and months and years and not have to turn off because I have a source. It's kind of like that light bulb that your grandma always kept on above that stove. We always talk about the strength of that lightning bolt in the sky during the storm, but the strength of your grandmother's stove light that never dies is something that needs to be commended, acknowledged. I want you to talk about your source. I want you to sit right here while you're watching this video and think, what is my source? What is your source? What is the thing that keeps you going and going and going even when things are rough, even when life is turbulent? What is that source? Identifying your source is the first step to gaining confidence in your beauty and your attraction and your self-love. I'm telling you, that's the first thing. What is your source? Now we're about to build on top of that. So, the power of the light bulb, the radiance that it shoots out, is somewhat like an offense. But now I'm going to talk about defense. Because as a light bulb, because I'm a light bulb, I know that my outer glass shell is very fragile. This human flesh is soft tissue, soft muscle. It can easily get torn apart or rip. My life is not promised, and it can go away in the snap of a finger. I know my existence is fragile, just like a light bulb. And let's talk about the eternal parts, right? I'm a human, therefore I have flaws. I make mistakes. I make misjudgments. My decision making can be very fragile. My case is fragile. I am not indestructible like a lightning bolt is. A lightning bolt is basically perfect. What can stop a lightning bolt, right? I would love to be a lightning bolt, but I would be lying to you if I would say that I am a lightning bolt, that my life is a lightning bolt. How I handle situations is as strong and indestructible as a lightning bolt. That is not the reality. But because I'm a light bulb, I know that if I give myself to someone reckless or dangerous or someone who does not care 2 cents about me, they have all the power to throw me to the ground and break me, just like a light bulb. If I give the power of my life to someone who is undeserving of me, someone I know that is not going to protect my interests or protect me, period, I am admitting that I do not love myself. I am admitting that I'm not protecting myself. So the second step in optimizing your self-love and your self-beauty and your self-attraction to anyone is realizing that you are precious. You should not give yourself to someone who is undeserving of you, who can throw you against the wall and break you. You should not give yourself to someone who is able to turn the light switch off, on and off recklessly, irresponsibly, because they know you are there to be used, because they know you're not going nowhere. You are stuck in that socket. To be the most beautiful person in your world is to force people to realize your beauty. It's to constrict people on the vision of your beauty. To not let just any old body possess you and give them the chance to shatter you like a light bulb. Because what happens to a shattered light bulb? It's dead. It cannot be fixed. It is nearly impossible to put all those glass pieces back and then fix the wick and make it brand new like it was never touched before. It's impossible. Letting someone undeserving in you into your life and giving them the chance to shatter you, you will never be the same after. Remember, you are a light bulb. This is it. Do not let the turbulence of life render you useless. Going back to the comparison of light bulbs and lightning bolts, you notice that when you see lightning bolts, they're usually alone. It's usually one big singular light bulb. Even though it seems like it stretches across the sky, there are branches of itself, meaning it's one lightning bulb, it just has a lot of arms. But who wants that? You are too beautiful and bright to be alone. Light attracts light, so that's why as a light bulb, you attract other light bulbs, meaning you attract other like-minded people, other energies of the same radiance as you. Think about this. You buy a brand new house. You put one light bulb in one dark room, you turn it on, you're satisfied for 5 seconds and you realize, oh, I need another light bulb to fill this other corner in this room. It's too dark. You put another light bulb in that corner of the room, you're satisfied for another 10 seconds this time because it's a little brighter because there's 2 light bulbs. And you realize you look down the hallway in the doorway and you're like, oh, I need a light bulb for the hallway. And then you go into the hallway, you put another light bulb and you realize this pattern that is developing because you need light. You need that constant radiance of light. A lightning bolt is a flash, lights up the whole sky as if the sun was out in the nighttime. But it is instant, it's over, quick. But a light bulb is constant, it's there, it's dependable, and you need more of it because you need more light in your house, you need more light in your life. Light bulbs attract other light bulbs. If you let someone dim your light, then how can other light bulbs see your light? How can other like-minded people see that light of yours and recognize that beauty that you have? You cannot, because you have let everyone touch you. Undeserving people grab you, and now you have their fingerprints on you, and the more fingerprints that accrue in your shell dims your light. Now you are being more and more separated from everyone who is deserving your life, more and more sheltered from everyone who would benefit from your beauty. This all ties in together. You deserve like-minded friends. You deserve like-minded love. You deserve like-minded relationships. But how can that happen if you let people dim your light, cover your shell and your life with nasty, dirty fingerprints? Huh? You understand how fragile your shell is. You understand that you are a light bulb. And you cannot just be touched and held and grabbed and possessed by any old body. All that negativity in your life are dimming your light. They are dimming your beauty. They are dimming your radiance. But when you realize, when you become a light bulb, how precious and fragile your existence is, and when you realize that, you truly understand that, you will take a stand and not let reckless individuals waste your shine. Now we've gone over the offense. We've gone over the defense. The offense being what? Now that you have an everlasting source, you can go on and on and on. Something in your life is driving you, driving your light to shine. And the defense being what? You realize that you are fragile. You realize that you are not indestructible. Therefore, you respect your time. You respect your space. You respect your heart. You cannot let anybody dim your light, and you cannot just let anybody possess you. Now let's talk about something else that a light bulb is. Something that's so powerful. A light bulb is twisted into something. It's twisted into a base. It's twisted into a foundation. It does not move. It is immovable. Because now you know not to let anyone in your environment, any toxic people, any abusive energy, you know now, because what I just talked about in the last point, to not let that slide or let that in your life, right? We understand that. So because of that, you know no one is going to come near your foundation because you are locked in. You are immovable. You are twisted in a solid foundation. See, the thing with lightning is lightning chases. Lightning streaks. Light bulbs do not. And the amazing thing about this is light bulbs do not have to move, yet they still have the power to shine their light, to present their radiance over distances. Yet they do not have to move, but lightning does. Lightning chases. You don't have to chase. You should never chase. If there's anything your internet brother and me, Sealz the man, is going to tell you, is to never chase anything that is for you. Because whatever God has laid out for you is going to come to you in divine timing. Trust me. Have patience. You know what? Trust God. Don't trust me. Trust God and his plan. Have patience. Have faith. Because once you start to feel like you're chasing things that you feel like you need in life, just know that something is off. And I know this by experience because I used to chase the things that I thought I needed in life, right? For example, I used to chase money because growing up, I didn't have a lot of it. And I knew that, hey, if you have money, you can get anything you want in this life. But little did I know the consequences of chasing money. Now that you get more money, you start to attract people who want your money. Now you're attracting danger. Now you're attracting negative energy. You're attracting fake phonies and even relatives. Another consequence was I began to lose focus on the important things in life. Working 100 hours a week, trying to get the bag, and spending less time with my family and loved ones. Working so hard, collecting these checks, but breaking down my body from the labor. There's consequences to chasing. Why chase if you have faith? I want y'all to think about that. And I know there's different opinions on this, but I'm trying to tell you from a good intention. If you truly believe in your plan, if you truly believe in yourself, once you start to build on the things I talked about earlier in this video, you will realize that you don't need to chase. You don't need to streak through the sky to a target. You can stand right there in your socket that is powered by an internal source that can't be found anywhere, that can't be bought, that is uniquely for you, and still shine in this lifetime. Still shine in your relationships and still shine in your self-love. Do not chase what is for you because we are light bulbs. We are immovable, but we shine. Let me talk about the next thing. In order to optimize your true beauty, lightning hurts. Lightning kills people. Lightning is so powerful that it is too powerful to be touched by man. Lightning burns, it scorches. Lightning is a form of destruction. And I'm not trying to demonize it or vilify it because it is a natural phenomenon. Nature is not pretty all the time. But the thing about light bulbs are not created to destroy. They are not created to hurt. Unless you're going through a brain fart and decide to touch a hot light bulb, then you deserve that. You deserve that. Light bulbs are created to enlighten and brighten, illuminate paths, increase vision. Aren't all those beautiful things amazing things? When you are a light bulb, that is the life you lead. That is the life you live. You live life trying to enlighten people's lives, being inspiration not only to them but to yourself. Brighten people's days with your smile. Those are the traits of light bulbs. You're not a lightning bolt. You're not killing people or burning people or streaking towards a target to hurt them. That's not the type of time we on. You are here to do good. And once you do good, trust and believe that good karma comes back to you. And the more good karma you receive, it just builds and increases and multiplies your beauty tenfold each time. It doesn't stop. While lightning bolts are in the sky just for a flash, you as a light bulb is here to stay. Be a light bulb. As you watch this video, I hope you visualize what I'm trying to give to you in this video. Like I hope you close your eyes and just listen to me as I remind you and enforcing you where your beauty lies. Once you internalize and work on these things that I talk about in this video, no one and no thing, no force or force of nature, no lightning bolt can destroy or can deter you from knowing how beautiful you are, how attractive you are. Once you make these things I talked about in this video solid in your life, in your thinking, there is no one in this world that can tell you different. I have so much confidence because I went through these things. I had to learn these things, but I had to instill these things into my life, into my heart, into my mind, and I had to live it. But man, I'm telling you, once I started to live it, I can't take it away from me. If I wanted to, I am super confident. I know how good I look. I know how attractive I am. I know how much of a beautiful soul I am. I know. And I want you to feel the same way. Be a constant, dependable light bulb, not a flash of lightning. I'll see you on my next video, beautiful people. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.